As you all know, it is March, and March Madness is here. A lot of great competitive college basketball games, fun to watch. We are here at the lovely campus of Berry College. I'm gonna ask random students to make their picks, and it's all gonna come out to a random bracket, random winner. So I got Kevin behind the camera, and we're gonna ask people what they think. So Liam, March Madness is here. UConn versus Stetson, who you got?
UConn, of course.
March Madness, who you got? FAU, Northwestern.
FAU.
Ready here first. Little icebreaker here. Dry sand or marbles?
Dry sand.
Up or down?
Up.
Right or left?
Left.
UAB or San Diego State?
San Diego State.
All right, Auburn or Yale?
Auburn.
BYU or Duquesne?
BYU.
BYU. All right. If you had to pick between Illinois and Morehead State, which one you go?
Statistically, Illinois, but it's going to be Morehead State. I'll be upset.
All right. I love that. I love that. Between Washington State and Drake, who you got?
Drake.
Drake. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. Would you go Iowa State or South Dakota State?
Iowa, because you said it first.
I asked her who she thought would win between North Carolina and Wagner, and she said North Carolina.
If you had to pick Mississippi State or Michigan State, which one do you choose?
I really don't have an answer. I don't know. Is it a sport?
Just if you had to pick one.
Michigan or Mississippi? Oh, Michigan.
So between St. Mary's and Grand Canyon, who you got?
GCU. For sure. For
Awesome.
sure.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Alabama and Charleston, who you got?
I got Alabama for sure.
Between Clemson and New Mexico, who you got? Clemson. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Baylor, Colgate, who you got? Baylor, all right.
I asked him who he thought would win, Nevada or Dayton, and he said Nevada.
If you had to pick, you got Arizona, you got Long Beach State. Which one are you going with?
Arizona.
Arizona. All right. So everyone, this is my good friend Grant.
Thank you very much.
Call him Boss Man G.
Thank you very much. How are we doing today?
So you're on YouTube right now. How do you feel?
I feel quite tremendous today. It's a beautiful day today. It's a great day for our country. And
With March Madness going on, we have a first round matchup: Houston versus Longwood. Who are you taking?
this is going to be a number 1 seed versus a number 16. All right. And I have a feeling that Houston is going to win that episode by like a lot. Maybe 20, 30, maybe even 35 points.
You've heard it here first, from Grant to Grant.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. Play soccer?
I do. Yep.
Play soccer here?
I do. Yes.
Well, nah, crap, Kevin.
Nebraska,
Texas A&M.
Definitely Texas A&M. I got Texas A&M going to I think the Elite Eight.
I'm here with JK, ladies and gentlemen, star of the golf team.
Yep. Berry Men's Golf.
Berry Men's Golf. So between Wisconsin and James Madison, who are you picking?
Wisconsin. Wisconsin all the way.
Solid pick.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
What's your pick? Vermont and Duke.
I think Duke.
Between NC State and Texas Tech, who are you taking?
Probably Texas Tech.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a
Thanks.
good one. Who are you picking? You got Kentucky and Oakland. Who you got?
Kentucky.
Oh. All right. So I'm here with Caleb. Peanut butter or jelly?
Peanut butter.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Boise State and Colorado, they have to play. That's their play-in game tonight. Between whoever wins that game and Florida, who you got?
Boise State.
Thank you. If you had to pick March Madness, Marquette versus Western Kentucky, who are you going with?
Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky, I appreciate it. Montana State and Grambling State play tonight. This is basketball. Who do you think would win that game?
Basketball.
You don't have to know. Just pick one.
Montana State.
All right, Montana State. So between Purdue and Montana State, who would you take?
Purdue.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one. All right, sorry. Would you go TCU or Utah State?
Let's go with TCU.
Between Gonzaga and McNeese, who'd you take? McNeese. You're the best, Michael. Thank you. You got Kansas, you got Samford. Which one are you going with?
Tough choice. I think Kansas.
Kansas. All right, great pick. Between South Carolina and Oregon, who would you pick?
South Carolina.
Give me Akron and Creighton. What do you got?
I got Creighton in that one.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Between Texas and Colorado State, who you got?
Colorado State.
If you got Tennessee, St. Peter's, which one are you going with?
Tennessee.
So we got UConn, FAU. Who you got?
FAU.
So you had to pick. You got San Diego State or Auburn. Which one would you rather go with?
I'll go with San Diego.
San Diego State. All right. Thank you.
I asked him BYU or Morehead State, and he said BYU.
I asked him Drake or Iowa State, and he said Iowa State.
Between North Carolina and Michigan State, they happen to match up. Who'd you pick?
I'd pick Michigan all the way.
Michigan State?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I asked her Grand Canyon or Alabama. She said Grand Canyon.
Clemson or Baylor? Baylor! Thank you.
I asked her between Nevada and Arizona. She said Arizona.
I asked her between Houston and Texas A&M, and she said Houston.
You gotta pick Wisconsin or Duke. Who'd you go with?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. All
I
right.
hate Duke.
All right.
Between Texas Tech and Kentucky, who'd you pick?
I actually don't know either.
Whatever you think, whatever comes to your head real fast.
Texas Tech?
Texas Tech. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Would you go Boise State or Western Kentucky? Had to choose.
I guess Boise State.
Purdue or TCU?
Purdue.
McNeese or Kansas?
Kansas.
If you gotta go South Carolina or Creighton, which one do you go with?
South Carolina.
If you were to pick Colorado State or Tennessee, who'd you pick?
Colorado State.
Awesome.
FAU or San Diego State?
The first one?
FAU?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
If you were to pick between BYU and Iowa State as a possible matchup in March Madness, who would you go with?
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
It's a good pick, man.
Would you go Michigan State or Grand Canyon?
I'm gonna have to go with Grand Canyon. So I'm actually a big Arizona State fan, and they're not too far from there, and they've beaten us in years past. And I think I could see the potential upset. They got some shooters, so I'm gonna have to go Grand Canyon.
You don't have to know anything about the team or whatever because March Madness is so unpredictable. So if you just had to pick Baylor, Arizona, what would you pick?
I was gonna pick Arizona then.
Arizona?
If you were to go Houston or Wisconsin, which one would you pick?
I guess Houston because it's Texas.
Sounds good. You from Texas?
No, I
Just like it?
It's just the first thing that came in my head.
Perfect.
Between Texas Tech and Boise State, who would you pick?
What was the second one?
Boise State.
That one sounds cool. That one.
Boise State? Awesome, thank you.
If you had to pick Purdue and Kansas, who'd you go with?
Probably Purdue.
I asked her between South Carolina and Colorado State, and she said South Carolina.
Who do you think's gonna win, FAU or Iowa State?
FAU.
So we have Grand Canyon matched up against Arizona. Who would you take?
I said Arizona.
If you were to pick Boise State or Houston, who would you pick?
Probably Boise.
Between Purdue and South Carolina, who would you take?
I don't know what that means.
Just no reason. Don't even worry about anything else. Purdue, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
There you go.
FAU, Arizona.
I'll go with Arizona.
And so in the Final Four, in the South and Midwest game, they have the winner of the Boise State and Colorado game and South Carolina. So who would you pick between that? South Carolina.
You're a lucky man. You got the championship game here. All right, you got South Carolina and Arizona. Who are you picking?
Ooh, that's a tough one. But I think I'm going to go South Carolina.
South Carolina. There you go. All right, thank you.